This is my Felco number 8 secateurs. I've got 2 pairs of these, made in Switzerland, very expensive, about £48. And I've been using this for about 8 years now, and I really do work it hard. I haven't had to replace anything, but it needs a lot of service, so just going to do a lot of service here. I hope this is all reasonably straightforward. What we're going to do is take it to bits. So I'm going to do the stupid thing. I've got a spanner, so I'm going to do the stupid thing and just use. We've all done it. Spring out. Probably doing this all wrong. As I always say, I'll be delighted if anyone wants to put up a better video. Spinning around the other side. Take that off. Yeah, it's stuck a bit. That needs a bit of oil. Just disassembling it. You probably could service this without disassembling it. Just want to get behind here and clean things up a bit. Here's the all-important blade. Actually, it's not all important. It's all equally important. What I need to do is scrape some of the muck off of here. I'm going to do that using an old. This is a number 7 open, or is it number 6? I can't remember. Yeah, it's a number 7 openal. And this, by the way, will be a perfectly sensible knife to use if you wanted to. For grafting. Here's my number 6. You can see it's a little bit bigger than the number 6, but not so as it makes a lot of difference. But this is a rough old knife, and I'm just using this to scrape some of the muck off of there. See where it's just got loads of dried out plant sap. You could remove that some other way probably. Just tilting that. That's what I'm doing. I'm just removing dried out plant sap. A bit of dried out oil from behind there as well. Scruffy old hanky. I use it for this sort of purpose. I'm just cleaning off some of the encrusted plant sap here. There's lots of other tools you could use. You know, little old pen knife isn't necessarily or even the best. So I think I might go under a bit of methylated spirits, actually. Probably a good idea. Good old John Seymour. I often refer to John Seymour. What he had to say about tools was buy the best tools that you can afford and look after them. One could add a little proviso to that, little rider. The most expensive are not necessarily always going to be the best, but sometimes they will be. And in the case of these Silky Fox saws and a number of other things, I think quite often you do get what you pay for. I'm giving this a good clean. I don't particularly worry about germs being spread from one tree to another through the use of the secateurs. I just don't think it's a big issue, but you know, there are such things as there are viruses which affect plants, and at the very least one ought to give the thing a thorough clean every now and then. Just cleaning any muck out from inside there. So visible cleaning and scraping of stuff away, and cleansing this with some methylated spirits. Yeah, I'm going to put a bit of an edge on it. You can give it, you don't have to disassemble it to sharpen it every time. Might even give the spring a little wipe with alcohol. Okay, well let's give another bit of a clean. You see some muck come off of here. That's all cleaned up a bit. Right, there are two edges. This edge has got to be absolutely square, and this edge has got to be, as this is beveled. There's several different ways of cleaning, of sharpening this. This is Japanese water stone. This has got two sides to it. A coarse side for very harsh grinding. I use it on my axes, you know, when they've been used, and there are lots of notches in them. I've got another few other little stones that I use. This is one I use in the field. It's a little diamond grasp. This is another one. It's a bit coarser. You can hear it's coarser. This is my newest. It's another little Japanese water stone. That's a very fine one. Anyway, yes, I'm being careful not to cut myself. Often I do this under running water. It's easier. You can sharpen this with the thing in, without disassembling it. Important that the back should be really smooth. So I tend to sharpen tattoos on the back of my thumb. It feels not quite sharp enough. Maybe I go with this. Yeah, that feels like it's biting. These blades obviously eventually wear out. This one I haven't replaced this yet. Not quite as sharp as it should be. But I'll use the rough end, the raw end a little bit. You hear that, can't you? That's shaving it off a bit more. Also, something that's really, something will hold its edge for a long time. It takes time to put an edge on it. Obviously, the open knife is very quick to edge. Maybe doesn't hold it quite so long though. These don't need to be razor sharp. They probably cut a bit better if they are. You can hear that that's taking more. You can smell the steel now. You can smell the steel that's coming off with. You can see I've used this a lot. Sharpening axes, scythes, all sorts. It's got to be absolutely flush at the back. See how sharp this is. That's probably not too bad. I think this is actually probably pretty good, really. This just needs to be flat, not really sharp. Okay, so I need to make sure this is dry now, and I'll start to reassemble it. Makes I look a fool for forgetting which bit goes where. Alright then, move those bits out of the way, they're not necessary. These are the last bits to go in. These are the earlier bits, make sure it's all dry. I have to edit this video. I'm not perfectly satisfied with the sharpness of this, but with this little chap I can sharpen it up while I'm working anytime. Right, now a little dab of the 3-in-1 oil. No need to overdo it. Also betting I get this on wrong. You don't want to overdo the oil. Yeah, going the right way. If I look as I'm being a bit clumsy doing this, it might be because I've never actually disassembled it before. I've been using it all these years without ever giving it a proper service. Oh, too much oil. Mustn't get the oil on the table. Get the oil on David Cameron. Adjust the job. Oh, there we are. Now I just need to make sure the tension is right. It's going to have a little bit of oil as well. That feels nice. Sounds good. That's not quite right. Have to pull this back a bit. See this little bit here, it sort of locks this. You need to get the central bit at the right angle. It's the right tension. It should be finger tightened. That's about right. Yeah, so you then lock it in there. You see? You don't want to over tighten anything. Tighten it just tight. Yeah, that'll do. I didn't. Yeah. Okay, one cleaned and serviced. Need to wipe, get the grease off it. This handkerchief was already surrendered to filthy uses. You can, if you're going to sharpen it in the field, you need to use something like this. It's just not very practical at all. And you can get it sort of across there. This is the sort of thing I use to sharpen in the field. Just across there and down here. Get a bit of a sharpen now and then as necessary in the field. I think we'll probably find that's going to be about right. Yeah.